Hello, my name is Tsilla Boisselet. I am a chemical engineer and PhD in environmental science and am passionate about all environmental interactions ranging from microbes, plants or foreign cultures. I gained my knowledge in different European countries and worked on biocontrol of pathogen fungi and biological restoration of heavy metal contaminated sites. I will use this way to share some of the concepts that I would like to develop in future projects. Ecology is for me fascinating because that's where science meets, and that is where also science meets all the other fields of human activities. It is at the same time the interaction with up-to-date science and phenomena that anybody can experience and comprehend. Basically, everything we do is influencing our environment. Many of our actual problematics in the environment and especially in agriculture are linked to different abusive human activities. This can be overcome by carefully observing, understanding and applying successful strategies present in stable natural environments for the health and advantage of both environment and humans. Let's take an example. If you compare a forest soil with a conventional agricultural soil, this cultivated soil will have a quite homogeneous structure, but most of all it will be very dense. You can even form a ball with it with your hands. In case of heavy precipitation, water will have difficulty to flow through and therefore the soil will be underwater. On the contrary, with dry weather, it will be very pulverous. It will dry out very quickly. Forest soil will have this typical dark color due to the humus content and a more heterogeneous structure, more crumbly. This is due to the presence of different organisms ranging from the roots of different plants, the presence of worms, insects, microorganisms, fungi. The soil is also always covered, keeping alive this microfauna and equilibrating the water balance. The water drainage is more efficient and the moisture is stored more easily. These are just some of the features that are interesting in the case of an efficient, stable soil management. In nature, cycles and networks are a basic feature found from the small scale of biochemical pathways in the cells to food chains, water or carbon cycle. So, I imagine a soil management or agriculture applying the principles of forest-like systems. That means the use of perennial plants, a variety of species, deep rooting systems and therefore better water and nutrient cycling are among the basic characteristics of such a system. If you consider soil management as a network, you no longer see a culture in a linear system from seed to product, but as a consortium of various species interacting and promoting each other's waste turning into an additional resource with various benefits possible, ranging from food or energy production to protection against erosion and recreational use. Instead of fearing these numerous interactions in case of, for example, contaminants spreading into the soil, water, air and plant system, the aim will be to promote them to reconstruct a stable system. Scientific research made us understand processes taking place at a very small scale. For example, symbiosis between microbes and plants, or the behavior of the chemical elements in the soil and the plant. And so develop further applications, for example, biological depollution. Bioconcrete and chosen application of these natural processes. One key point is the reintroduction of traditional agricultural methods that, enriched by up-to-date knowledge, for example about the interactions with microbial life, are best adapted to local conditions, in particular climatic, social or technical conditions, by their introduction of local species and the use of robust wild varieties. The aim is to list local plants with different characteristics and partners, wild plants being natural genetical diversity reservoirs, and at the same time protective areas for additional fauna and flora. There are many ways soil can be revived and managed. For food production or feed production, energetics, recreative purposes, raw material production, or for climatic influence. Ecological issues, however, cannot be separated from the local social dynamics and the long-term visions of common good. Since a negative influence can have so many destructive consequences, to how many additional positive side effects will a regenerative approach lead to?